Good morning. Waking up in the house of my best friend, Mr. Damian Carlos from Crow Hang, Tohono O'odham Reservation. This is his son right here. One of these days he may wear a uniform like this and earn his stripes. And this is how a man earns his other stripes, by making breakfast for his kids. This is my best friend, my brother. He put me up over here tonight, and getting ready to go serve some time to make sure that he fixes his wrongs. But that ain't gonna take his stripes away. He's always gonna be a United States Marine who earned his good conduct, who earned his combat action ribbon, and it doesn't matter what happens in there, because this is my brother. His blood stripe reminds us that the United States Marines have fallen, and that their life is special. It's the few, the proud. And I'm just gonna introduce him this morning. How do you feeling this morning?
I'm good. Making some food.
Getting your kids to school, huh?
Yeah.
What's school like? What's your name?
Damari.
What are you doing? Going to school, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do you like school?
Mm-hmm.
What do you think about the reservation?
Mm-hmm.
Right on. What do you think about this uniform, huh?
Cool.
It's beautiful, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
You know, I was laying there in bed, and I was dreaming about a knight, like Lancelot and all that. And your father and I served together. But when I was serving with your father, he only had a few ribbons, and the funny thing about it is, one time we had an inspection, he didn't have all his ribbons together. And now look at him, all decked out like some kind of Captain Crunch or something. And that was one of the things that we used to always do, is joke around together. And to bring this into retrospect, I never thought that he would actually have gotten a good conduct medal, but the fact is I never even earned one. Because I got too many NJPs, non-judicial punishments for my alcohol abuse. And but I earned my stripes. I got out honorably. And this is my brother here. He got out honorably. And the most honorable thing about this man is that he's actually waking up in the morning and he's making breakfast for his kids, and he's putting them in school. And it all started last night when he said his prayer. We had dinner last night. As you know, when we had dinner, we pray as Native Americans, and he has said something that really touched my heart. So I'm gonna take you guys outside for a quick second. And this is what it looks like. This is where the sun comes up from. It doesn't matter as much as it matters to any man who has a family. Blood is thicker than water. And every man craves to be a warrior, but some things don't come off. And I did time with these people, and one man brought it to my attention. He said, "We're not warriors, we're hunter-gatherers." What that means is that we just search for the truth, and the truth shall prevail. Yeah, my hair is a little bit, take me as who I am, and that's who he is inside, Duty, honor, achievement, commitment. I think it's a beautiful thing, and I thank you for, following and watching, and we got nothing but love for you. To the future Marine out there, serve your country, stand tall and be proud. That stuff matters, Never quit your post until properly relieved. You only remember a few things, but what you remember will echo in eternity. We all grew up on a reservation. That's what unites us, This is what's going to help you have cultural pluralism, to understand other people through your own nonsense. One man's trash is another man's treasure. You gotta have a dream. You gotta imagine that on this is the hoop of life, the medicine wheel, the wheels of forward progress right here. And one man's life is very important. And that's how we're going to, it's a suggestion to, if you're post-certified, to not draw your weapon, but to use verbal judo and to try to de-escalate the situation using non-lethal tactics. Because when you hurt somebody, they don't get back up. And to anybody in a relationship, romance and finance, two worst things. You just gotta talk it out. Reconciliation starts with you and God, though. God couldn't would if you were sought. Words hurt more than a fist. Sometimes when you call somebody something, we don't get broke up, but yet domestic violence, on these reservations, there's got heinous crimes, and it mutates. The purpose of this trip at the end right now is for me to see with my own hearing, sight, touch, smell, taste, my own senses. I'm pretty big on that. What this people are about. You hear so much about them, about the being so close to Mexico, and yet their people are in Mexico. Yeah, while I was incarcerated, they sent the worst of them out to Albuquerque, and my people were there just for a few minor infractions, but we were doing years at a time, which reminds me that's the sacred mountain over there where Shugi lives, which reminds me that when you take one bad apple and put it in with a bunch of good apples, it will rot it. So I do believe in rehabilitation. I do believe that people do need to go away for institutions, but I do believe that the institution needs to be cradled by belief, and that you have to have some kind of understanding of a power greater than yourself. There was no rehabilitation in there. What's up, guy? And as a result of that, you just get repeat offenses. But since I shoot my videos and I just speak freely, the point of the fact is that problem and solution. The problem began when in 2009 I was sent away for a 2-year sentence for 1 ounce of marijuana. And I did 15 months out of that. My case is on the internet. I successfully beat it. I never pursued it civilly, and yet at the same time, it seems like you still pay for the same crime all your life. And my brother in there, Damian Carlos, is getting ready to go into to make amends to his alcoholism. But he'll never lose his stripes, and that's what I did. I never lose my stripes. So my point is here a correlation, that you can understand somebody through your own suffering, and there are a lot of people out there needlessly suffering on this reservation. Check out that observation point out there. You got LP and OP, lookout point, observation point. That's what all counterterrorism is, and Americans do not negotiate with terrorists, which is good. Why are we going to pay for the same meal twice? Meaning, why do we want to, send our people, our fathers and our mothers, our brothers and our sisters, our relatives away to something that is not working? What does work, though, is the energy felt technique, recovery, the recovery of anthropological science, the recovery of self-identity, the recovery of culture, the recovery of God himself. And that's what Narcotics Anonymous and Alcohol Anonymous states, is that when you have a reckoning, it always puts you right back to your first religion. What if the American Indian is so spiritual that, he balks at it? He says, I don't want that. that's where we're at, right? So while the important institution is my Lakota brothers with the Inipi, every tobacco is sacred. They are assisting, and God bless them. They have shamans that would come into these institutions and give us American Indians the drums so we can beat it, and we can, but 576 tribes. Out of the 576 tribes, you got different customs and courtesies. Over here, you got Iggy, which is the maize man. Iggy, his home, excuse me for going so fast, is right over there. That's the central location. That's the territorial marking for the Tohono O'odham people. That's the center of their village right there. That's the old village up this way. You got you got winter and summer, just like any village. And his home over there is starting to get a little smaller. It's small, and that's because erosion. But the people still believe. The people here are highly impacted by song and dance, and yet their BOs are starting to be regulated by how by night activity. They can't sing and dance all night like they used to. Of course, consequences and action. As a result of them having high level of heinous crimes. They have to public safety. They got to protect. So potato, tomato, tomato. Life is a riddle. You only really understand it once you go through it. And recover. That's what it's about. Recover. It's like doing a push-up. Recover. Mind, body, and soul. Take care of yourselves. Thank you, Tohono O'odham, for making me into the man I am today. Thank you, Santo Domingo. Thank you, brothers and sisters, all Indians in the world. It's not just about the logo. Although some of us are on the mission of that, like changing things. Change one thing, which is everything. There's change, there's pain and change, and pain and not changing. One man can make a difference. Look at the scripture. You got Muhammad, you have Moses, you have Buddha, you have Martin Luther King, the Protestant, the black guy. You got Crazy Horse, Black Kettle, Captain Modoc. You have Amito Pacheco. You have Damian Carlos. You have DJ Sosi, Remus D. You have New Mexico Military Institute producing leaders. We need to put our people in private places and get them out of these areas of needless suffering, so that way we can formulate our people into a more successful entity which will serve our country and protect global terrorism, as above as below. I'm about to do my sacred prayer, and what's sacred is sacred. God bless. We that horse just caught my attention. Go away. That's how you say it in my village. Horse is sacred. Horse is very sacred. We're looking at agriculture. Hay, forest water rights. Damon Carlos said this place used to be cattle. How do we bring that back over here? Recovery, right? It's a beautiful people, man. It's a beautiful world. My father used to say, son, there are no problems in this world except for the ones you make. There are no problems in this world except for the ones you make.